Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Finally, the Supreme Court is about to give their verdict on the 4 consolidated cases for that's the Rivers crisis that was brought before the court, and now just about arriving the speaking minority leader of the quote and unquote 26 lawmakers, that's right, Honorable Kingsley Okunda-Chinda, has actually arrived at the Supreme Court to hear the verdict. Of course, that's one of the defected lawmakers of Rivers State, and of course, Honorable Kelechi Nwoko also arrived. All of them are actually the 26 defected lawmakers. Of course, the justices of the Supreme Court just arrived. The lawyers are announcing appearances. And on the subject matter of the jurisdiction of the Federal High Court on the matter of allocation seizure, the Federal High Court has exclusive jurisdiction over any action or proceeding over the federal government or any of its agencies, thereby reversing the judgment of the Court of Appeal on whether the Federal High Court has jurisdiction to entertain the matter. You remember, it's 4 consolidated cases, so they're actually, taking them up. So by presenting a budget to a 4-man assembly, the governor was dealing with 12.5% of the Rivers people, according to them, that the 4 members cannot constitute a quorum. The Supreme Court tells Fubara. Okay, but let's continue. Anyway, let's still continue. And according to them as well, the governor acted in gross violation of the 1999 Constitution, which is what to uphold. And according to some of the supporters of Yeso Wiki, the pro-Wiki lawmakers, they said it is worrisome for the governor to act in such manner. Now, the decision of the Court of Appeal on the subject matter of jurisdiction is hereby set aside. Don't forget, I'll quickly have to go through the 4 consolidated cases so you understand where all of these verdicts are coming from. Now, the crisis in Rivers State is a result of the flagrant disregard and disobedience to court orders. Supreme Court also tells Fubara. And they said, as the court pleases. Now, but let me give us quickly the consolidated cases so that you understand. The court is still ongoing. We keep giving updates as it keeps coming in. But let's quickly give you the 4 consolidated cases, quick recap, so that we can have a full understanding of what we are dealing with. And the 4 pending cases are SC4/CVs4/1174/2024, which is Rivers State House of Assembly and others versus Rivers State Government and 9 others. The second one is SC/CV/1175/2024, which is Rivers State House of Assembly and others versus Rivers State Governor and 9 others. The third one is SC/CV/1176/2024, which is Rivers State House of Assembly and others versus Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEC, and 9 others. The fourth one is SC/CV/1177/2024, Rivers State House of Assembly and others versus Accountant General of Rivers State and 9 others. Now, the Apex Court had earlier dismissed the related suit, which is SC/CV/1071/2024, which was filed by the Rivers Assembly against the National Assembly and 16 others. And more details will keep coming in as the court keeps giving their verdicts. My colleague is in the house. Thus far, it doesn't look as if it's really favoring Fubara right now. A lot of things. Now, the issue of jurisdiction has been, cleared out. The issue of quorum has also been settled. More are still coming in, though yet they're not done yet. They're still in the courtroom as the time of filing this report. What's your take thus far with the verdict given?
Well, I'm not out to preempt anything that the Supreme Court will do, but however, looking at the situation of things right now, it seems everything will be going in favor of Wike's team. But whatever the position of things and whatever the standpoint they're going to be taking it from, one thing is clear, that Fubara goofed by withdrawing his case of their defection at the beginning.
But he respected the precedent.
Yeah, he respected, but the Supreme Court does not look, because that was out of court settlement and all of that. So it's not important as far as we are concerned. But I think that whatever they are going to do, they are looking at the case in front of them and treating it as though the lawmakers were still lawmakers.
Okay, they don't
Especially, they don't assume. They believe the only thing we are dealing with are the facts are before us. That's why even as a lawyer, if you cannot bring all the necessary facts before the court, and at the end of the day, they indict your customer or your client, according to how they call it. Unfortunately, it's your fault because you didn't do your due diligence. You didn't have to dig more to gain more evidence and all of that. We have also seen cases where criminals walk away without any indictment just because of some technicalities here and there. Not that the court does not know that this person is guilty based on hearsay and some evidence, but unfortunately, the people that presented it. So I think that's the same thing that's going to happen. Everything may go in favor of Fubara, may go in favor of Wike and his people. But one thing is certain: there's a new court case which is to buttress, the position of the lawmakers.
Okay, this is just to you now. What's your take? If let's assume now, we're not preempting, that everything goes in favor of the pro-Wike lawmakers, that's Martin Amaewhule and the 26 defected lawmakers, and they are now, the verdict now says, okay, Fubara must represent or recognize them and all that. Now, between the time where this other case will mature and now that the verdict will be given, don't you think Fubara may need to obey the court rule? Because he talked about the issue of, flagrant disregard to court orders and rules. Do you think Fubara may be under pressure to, give life to the verdict, whatever verdict it will be, which may go against him by recognizing these 26 lawmakers?
Well, I think that is the place where the Attorney General of the state will have to come in, to tell him the position of things. Don't forget that whatever they are doing based, as we've rightly pointed out, the facts that are handy, But then bringing them in, it's going to be the decision of the governor based on the advices that will be given to him by his attorneys. But also, I would say that in my own little understanding of law, the only reason why I would not be able to present it before them would have been that this case that was handled, for me, the verdict only stops the very moment they defected. That's my position. The very moment they defected, that's when this verdict stopped, So that is it. Unfortunately, we've gone past that time. So there's a fresh case now. Still, we are waiting to see it mature to whatever level, maybe Supreme Court and whatever level, because the issue of defection happened after this case was taken in, and that particular issue was retracted by Fubara. We can't blame him because he was only trying to, respect the presidency. That's what I think his attorneys will say. So let's just watch out to see the standpoint. The only thing is that a lot of things are going to be halted. For example, we're looking at the case of every decision that must have been taken by these four men. For example, commissioners that have been brought in, so much is going to be, there will be an overhaul, but he must also, I believe his attorney will tell him exactly what to do. And he also have to make a decision, at this point.
Okay, we'll keep giving you updates as it keeps coming in. This is what is happening as at now that we filed the report. That's going to wrap it up. Remember, the full verdicts are not yet out, but we'll give you the full